In today's video, we are going to do a number of stretches that can help you if you are suffering from vaginismus or other conditions that add tension and hypertonicity to the pelvic floor. For this, we're going to need a couple of different props today. So we're going to start with our ball sitting exercise. So you can either have a therapy ball or one of these little soft balls. This is a stress ball, so it's actually a love heart. You could use that, or a sock, even just one single sock. All we want to do is just feel something under the perineum so that we have somewhere to bring our awareness to help with the relaxation. I'd also like you to use either a small towel or a very small folded blanket to sit on. So we're going to start by placing the blanket underneath the back side, and then you choose what you're going to place under your perineum. Now you can of course sit with the bolster between your legs, and then you don't need to use any of these things. That's an alternative if you're not comfortable sitting cross-legged. So I'm going to use the therapy ball. Now this is quite hard. You don't need to use a really hard ball, but if you're used to sitting on a ball, then it can be nice to use a ball. Now once you take it in, you want to find the perineum and you want to place the ball. It can take a little bit of adjusting. You want to place the ball so that it's sitting right on the perineum, so almost just sitting between the perineum and the vaginal opening. And depending on how big your ball is, it's going to be a little deeper or a little more shallow. And the sitting on the sitting bones on the little towel gives you a little bit of extra support. But once you sit and the ball is there, I want you to start to let go. So you have to relax the sitting bones. And this is where the opening starts. So this is where you start to feel a little bit of the expansion. Now you shouldn't feel pain with this. If you're feeling pain, then you should use a sock. Just one little small sock is enough. You want something to bring awareness to that area. And then I want you to start to visualize a strawberry. And I want you to imagine that your perineum is like chocolate. And you want to allow the chocolate to melt over the strawberry. So as you allow your sitting bones to let go, you allow the weight of your body to gently relax over the ball. And this begins with the opening. So it starts to blossom everything. And as this is happening, I want you to notice if you're gripping in your legs or around the insides of your legs. Just allow everything to be nice and soft. Try to allow a deep surrender. So just letting everything go. Allowing the weight of your body to gently rest. Notice your breath. So with each inhalation, imagine that spreads the chocolate over the strawberry just a little more. With each exhalation, allow the weight of the body to be just a little heavier on the ball. We're not going to be here for much longer. So notice the space between the pubic bone at the front and the tailbone at the back. And I want you to imagine expansion. Notice the sitting bones, and I want you to imagine them gently moving away from each other as you allow yourself to soften down. And then you're going to bring a little energy into your fingers. You're gently going to lean the body forward. Just reach the fingers forward and then take the little ball or the sock or whatever you had placed beneath you and just place it over to the side. Just take a moment and allow everything to relax. And that would have created a little compression. So now you should feel that nice expansion as everything starts to kind of loosen out and open up. And I want you to feel with each inhalation that the air is expanding through the pelvic floor. With each exhalation that the body is becoming heavier on the sitting bones. So allowing yourself to relax down completely. And then we're just going to take the little blanket away and we are finished with our little props, so we can move those out of the way. And we're going to use a strap for the next exercise. Now, if you don't have a yoga strap, you could use a pair of tights. You can tie a little knot in them, or you could use the strap from your housecoat or your bathrobe. You also have the option of using a belt, but it would need to be a pretty long one for what we're going to be doing. We just place the blanket off to one side. Now, We are going to be opening the legs out to the side, the straight legs out to the side. So if you know that you don't have much opening and you want to be able to rest, you can bring the bolster to the side so that when you open the leg out, you have something to rest the leg on. I'm just going to send it that way because I know that I can open quite far. So take yourself to lying down for a moment, have the strap close by the body. Just give the knee a little hug in towards the chest. Let that other leg be nice and soft and just take a little squeeze here. And then you're going to go for the opposite leg. So just taking a little squeeze, let this leg be soft. So releasing and relaxing. And then we're going to take both knees in. And I want you to take your feet together. And as you take the feet together, I want you to allow the legs just to open out a little bit. So just feeling a little bit of an opening here. Now it should be quite nice in this position now after having done the little bit of expansion. Just let the feet come apart and let the legs be open. You can rock a little here if you want to. And take the legs back together. Let's release the left leg. We're going to bring the strap around the right foot. And then we're just going to straighten the leg. And when you straighten the leg, I want you to relax the leg. So you can see there the leg is, I'm not holding it firm, I'm just letting it go and I'm supporting it with the strap. Now we're going to open this leg out to the side. So if you need a bolster here, you can place a bolster. You can place your left hand on your left leg. You want this to stay relaxed and on the floor. And then very gently, you're going to just allow that leg to surrender down to the side. So just allowing an opening and taking it to wherever it comes naturally. Now that you may feel quite a deep pull on the adductors on the inside of this leg. And this is where the bolster can be handy. So if you feel like it's a little bit too much, then taking a bolster there can give you some little bit of support just so that you can let go of the adductor muscles. So whether you choose to use the bolster or whether you choose to just support the leg with the strap is very much dependent on whether or not you can let go of your adductors. So just allowing the leg to relax and breathing deeply. So feeling as though you can take your breath out and into the inside of the leg. And with that, just imagine a softness. Try to let go of the leg completely. So the arm's doing the work here, the leg is just hanging out, and this other leg also just hanging out. So we're not using any energy here aside from this arm that is gripping and holding onto that leg. Try to relax the butt cheek on the right side. Try to surrender and allow a deep opening. And just notice how it feels in your pelvic floor in this position. Notice if you feel any tension. Try to let go. I want you to imagine a blossoming flower. As you lay here and relax, imagine a deep opening and feel relaxation moving up through the center of your body. Imagine the relaxation can come all the way up through the middle, all the way to where your heart is, and feel softness around your heart. And then gently, you're going to bring that leg in. Just bend the knee a little as you bring the leg back in, supporting the leg with the strap. We're just going to allow the leg to be straight here, and you can draw the leg towards you a little. So just allow the little bit of tension on the back of the leg to come, but try to relax the leg and be soft. So you're not really active in this leg. The knee can be bent to whatever degree it needs to. So this completely depends on the flexibility in your hamstrings. And then we're just going to allow that leg to come across the body. Now we're not going to come all the way across, we're just going to come a little bit across. I just want you to feel how it is on the back of the leg. Keep the hip down, you don't want to lift all the way up. You want to keep the hip down and just take the leg across the body. And relax, just let that leg go. So make sure you're not gripping with your quads, you don't want to be pulling on the knee. And then we're going to allow the leg to surrender down. So just let the leg be really soft and allow it to almost circle its way back down to the floor. There we go. Now, you can take the strap off that leg. We're going to do the same on the opposite leg. I will just turn around for the purpose of the camera. If you need the bolster, then please do have the bolster ready. And if you don't have a bolster, you can use cushions or a rolled up quilt. So take yourself first to lying down. And then we're going to just go straight for the same position on this opposite side. So bring the strap around the foot. Taking the foot up, so just letting it be up for just a moment, and then we're going to allow it to open out to the side. And as you do this, you want to do it so let this leg be soft, let this leg be soft, and then just allow it to open out to the side. And if you need to, you can place a bolster, you can relax the leg onto the bolster. But with whatever you do here, you don't want to be gripping with the leg. So try to let go of the muscles on the inside of that leg. Try to allow the other leg to be soft. And it's the arm that's doing the work. So it's actually quite a little bit of work here to hold the leg, but that's okay. Just let go of the leg. Allow the muscles on the insides of your legs to be really, really soft. Just notice your pelvic floor. Notice how it feels in the pelvic floor, and notice the difference on this side versus the other side. If one side maybe is gripping a little more than the other, take some support. Try to let go of the leg. Try to surrender the inside of that leg, so don't hold tension. Notice how it feels through the inside of the groin, all the way down into the pelvic floor, and notice if you feel anything on this other outstretched leg. So you want to be as soft as possible here. The only energy is the energy in this arm that's holding that leg in its position. But let the leg be soft, let the foot be soft. Imagine as though you could breathe down into the leg and make it even softer. And then we're going to take that leg back up. So just bend the knee a little as you take it up, but again, you're supporting it quite a lot. And then we're going to take the leg forward. And remember again, this is a soft leg. We're not active, we're not like really being aggressive with this, where you just want to imagine that the leg is going to go that way. It's just the support of the strap that's stopping the leg from going away from you. So just gently holding it here. Just taking a little moment. Let go. Just make sure you're not holding the knee using the quad. Just let everything be really soft. Notice where the leg goes. And then we're going to take the leg across the body. And as you do this, you want to keep the hip on the ground, so we're not going all the way over. It's almost as though you're just resting the leg a little over to that side, and you'll feel the lines of tension change ever so slightly as you do this. And try to be soft. Try to keep this hip down. Notice if you feel a little compression in the joint, that's okay. We just take a little moment here, surrendering the full weight of your hips. And then we're going to start to circle that leg down. So nice and controlled. Just letting the leg go. And slowly it goes down. There we go. And then we're going to just take the legs up, release the strap, and come up. So that's quite a lot of opening of the legs, quite deep. Now the next position that we're going to go for is a little bit more supportive. So you can do this either with just a bolster, or you can create a little platform with some blocks for your bolster. So just giving everything a little shake. I like to make the bottom a little bit narrower, and it can be nice to have a little pillow for your head. We want to be soft and we want to be relaxed as we do this. Now for this, we're actually going to support the legs. So we're going for a Baddha Konasana here. The legs are going to be open, but it's going to be supported with the strap. So again, you can use whatever kind of strap you like here, but what I want you to do is to make sure that the buckle, if you're using one with a buckle, make sure that the buckle isn't on your leg. You don't want that touching your leg as you do this. I have to re-strap because I'm all tangled. So you want to make sure that the buckle is somewhere around the middle so that it's not on your leg. You also want to make sure that you're only opening the legs as far as is comfortable for you. So you don't want to take yourself into a position where you feel excess tension around the adductors on the inside. You want to just get some level of support where you can let go. So the strap is going to provide the support. You're going to allow the legs to fall open. You're going to allow the head to be supported, allow the heart to be open, and bring the hands down either side. And when you do this, it can be nice if you feel very vulnerable to place a blanket across your pelvis or across your chest. But I'm just going to take it open here. And then start to let go of your chest. You can close your eyes if you want to. You can let your belly hang. Surrender all effort. So allow the legs to be fully supported. I want you to bring your awareness to your pelvic floor. I want you to feel that each little muscle fiber is letting go. I want you to imagine a symphony of openness. So every little part of you is just blossoming, expanding, and letting go. Allow the weight of the back of your body to be heavy on the bolster. And allow the legs to take fully the support of the strap. And as you gently allow yourself to let go, I want you to find the space between your thoughts. Find those little pockets of openness where you can just let go of any tension in the mind. Let go of all the ideas about your body. Just love and accept every little piece of you as it is right now, surrendering in this deep relaxation. And then starting to take the first 3 long, deep breaths. I want you to imagine that your breath, your inhalation, can reach down to the pelvic floor, gathering up the tension, and then breathing it out. And then inhaling fully to feel the space around your heart expanding. Exhaling, feeling heavier on the bolster, allowing the weight of your body to surrender a little deeper. One last deep inhalation. Gently blink open the eyes, make a little movements with the hands, and then using the strength of your hands, you're going to gently bring the knees towards each other. You're going to gently press the hands into the floor, coming back up, and releasing the strap. And that is it for our little practice today. I hope that you enjoyed this relaxation and that you felt the opening in your body. If you are working with dilation, it can be really nice to do this type of an opening and blossoming practice before you try your dilation. But wherever you are, I want you to remember to be compassionate and kind with yourself, with your body, and with your thoughts.